Blue House, a significant building in Wan Chai. Blue House is a four-story tenement building built in the 1920s. It's a Grade 1 historic building located at 72 to 74A Stone Lunar Lane, Wan Chai. Blue House is a traditional Chinese style building mixed with some Western architectural characteristics. And the most unusual features for Blue House is the blue external wall. That's why we call it Blue House. The existing Blue House is an in situ re-established house after 1920s. Before the reconstructions, Blue House was a two-story hospital called Hua Tu's Hospital or Wan Chai Kai Fong's Hospital. It was the first Chinese hospital in Wan Chai, providing Chinese medical service to the local residents. After 1886, the hospital was closed and has been changed as a temple. The temple was used to worship the god of medicine, Hua Tu. In the 1920s, the two-story building has been disassembled and rebuilt as existing four-story tenement building. The ground floor of the new building was used as Hua Tu Temple. In the 1950s, the temple was replaced by a martial arts school. The Kung Fu studio was operated by Lam Sai Wei, a student of martial arts master Wong Bei Hong, and his nephew Lam Chou. The martial arts school was then changed to a drone setting planet in the 1960s until now. The ground floor of Blue House was used as shops. The upper floors of the house were used for education. On the second floor of the 72 Stone Lunar Lane, a free-of-charge education was provided for local students by Ken Ham Field School. The third and fourth floors of the building were used as an English school named Yet Chung College. Before the World War II, Yet Chung College was the only English school located at Wan Chai. The fourth floor of 74 Stone Lunar Lane provides another use for the chambers of commerce for fishmongers. They used this area as their meeting room. On the roof of the building, a set of furniture including a stone table and two stone benches was preserved. In the past, fishmongers in Blue House used this set of furnishing for paying mahjong, and the whole set of furniture was preserved in the original place. The blue color of the external wall is one of the major features of Blue House. However, the original color of the wall was not blue. The blue exposed wall occurs only after 1978. In 1978, the government bought the ownership of Blue House and started to repair the house. When the workers wanted to paint the exposed wall, they found that they only had blue paint. Hence, the external wall of the building became blue, and the name of the house became Blue House. In 2009, Development Bureau has launched a conservation scheme called Revitalizing Historic Buildings Through Partnership Scheme, Bench 2. Blue House was one of the 5 historic buildings listed in the scheme. The purpose of the scheme was to preserve historic buildings and turn them into landmarks. Non-profit organizations can submit their conservation proposal to the government. As last, St. James Settlement was selected to revitalize the Blue House. The major ideas of the proposals was to attribute a hub of story. It's a place that can record the livelihood of Wan Chai residents and show their life story to the public. And the ground floor of 74 Stone Lunar Lane was used as Hong Kong House of Story. In Hong Kong House of Story, some classic photos and retrospective machines can be found. This can give us a chance to comprehend the old society in Wan Chai. Nowadays, the major objective of Blue House is to provide accommodation for the residents. It's not necessary for the house to provide medical service or field education to the local residents anymore. However, brew house was a multi-purpose building in the past. It had played a very important role and contributed a lot to society. Therefore, it is a significant building in Wan Chai.